What is the U.S. Citizenship Test and what does it consist of? The U.S. Citizenship Test, also known as the Civics Test, and you can easily find it online. Just Google Civics Test, Citizenship, or U.S. Immigration Civics Test, and it will come up. But in essence, it's 100 questions that you have to read through and prepare, and then out of those 100 questions, you will get 10 questions at the interview, 6 of which must be correct for you to pass the test. So really, I mean, it's a 60% chance of success. So if you answer 6 out of 10 correct. And the questions are a little tricky. So some of them are common sense and well known to many people that have gone through the education system in the US, but some of them are quite different. And in fact, I believe CNBC made a poll that showed that a really large number of people would fail the civics test, even if they were, they were U.S. citizens, and they would fail it. So it's not something that you can just pass and not worry about. Let me go a little more into the details of what the civic test involves. Okay, so you have 3 large categories. So the first one is American government, and so within American government you have the principles of American democracy, you have the system of government, and then rights and responsibilities that people have. Okay, and the second piece is American history, and within American history it's defined into 2 separate eras. So you have pre-colonial, or I guess colonial period, and independence, and then the second part of the test is questions about the year 1800 and later. And then lastly, the last section of the test is what's called the integrated civics test, and that covers geography, things like what's the longest river, and symbols, things like why does the flag have 50 stars, and then and lastly is holidays, name 2 holidays, 2 United States holidays. And so those are the broad categories of the civics test. Please note that recently some changes were made to the test, and in terms of the names of officials that you have to know now, you also have to know the name of the governor of your state, and that will vary depending on the state. So it's important to look at these questions and to know them by heart if you can, because you only get 2 chances at the citizenship test or the civics test. If you fail it the first time, you're given another chance a second time, in a few months. But if you fail a second time, you have to redo it again. And so, why go through the hassle? Just, it's 100 questions. They're pretty straightforward questions, so it's worthwhile reading up on them, and you can do it online, either in reading form or in audible form. So that deals with the U.S. Citizenship Test. Thank you for watching, and as always, if you find value in these videos, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you want to learn more at other times when we put up new content. And also, if you have a comment or suggestion or other thing that we should cover, just write in the comments below, and we will see what we can do about putting out content of that type. Thanks again.